Hello, welcome to my channel, 100 Days with Kajo. I am Kajo. This channel is dedicated to trying things for 100 days, for self-improvement, for being a better global citizen, and to actually finish what I started. And I'm glad to have you guys part of my journey. If you're new to my channel, this series that we're focusing on right now is 100 Days of Pilates. In my other videos, I discussed that I go to a Pilates class once a week to mirror and replicate what I think most people would do, which is go once a week due to price, due to scheduling. I wanted to make sure it felt real as possible. And the other 2 days that I work out during the week is so that I kind of retain all the gains that I built on my class. So I'll do weightlifting, I'll do cardio, I say hiking very loosely, accelerated walking. I'll do a plethora of things to keep me active and fit. And like I said, once a week, Pilates. As the title suggests, we will be talking about what to do on your rest days. Now, I've divided this into two categories: what to do on your rest day physically, and what to do on your rest day emotionally and spiritually. All right, let's get right into it. Physically, what can you do physically for your rest day? This varies person to person, body to body, environment to environment. So please take what I say with a grain of salt and apply whichever thing I list suits you best. I'm not a doctor. I just want to make that extremely clear. So, first thing you want to do is stretch. I had mentioned in another video that every day, whether I'm working out or the days that I'm resting, I try to stretch in the morning, stretch in the night to increase mobility, flexibility, and to gently wake my body up. On your rest days, you can take it up to the next level and do like a full blown body stretch, a full blown stretch versus like maybe a 5 minute one that you do in the morning. You could do 30 minutes. This makes sure that any tense muscles are kind of worked out, and it relaxes you and it helps you recover better for the next workout. So let's say you work out Monday and Wednesday, your rest day for Tuesday could be focusing on stretching out your legs, because like Wednesday I'm going to do a lot of leg work and I feel sore. So you just put in what you believe is important for various body types, or for your body parts. Or you can do like full body. Another thing you can do is a light walk. Yeah, like light walk. I almost said brisk. I know I enjoy walks, and sometimes like I pick up the pace when I'm on the phone, when I'm listening to music, when I'm enjoying the weather. So listen to your body. Some weeks you can do that brisk walk, and other weeks you can only do a gentle, easy, slow paced walk. Walking helps circulate blood through your body. It's always good to always move even on your rest days, but you want to make sure it's nothing too strenuous or something like weightlifting. You don't want that. If you're going to do any type of physical, whether that's stretching, whether that's going on a little walk, make sure it is mellow and nothing too intense. On top of that, just to top it all off, I love body massages. I say had because I lost the charger for my massage gun. But I had a massage gun and I'd used it religiously. About once a week, I would do like a deep tissue massage, like all over my body on parts of, like, let's say I was pretty heavy on legs, then, like, of course, I'd focus more on legs, and then, of course, my back, and it has done me wonders. And at first, I thought, like, oh, yeah, this is good, this is nice. I definitely will continue to keep this in my life forever. But then when I lost my charger, it made me realize how much I actually needed my massage gun. How much I'm sad without it. And I desperately need to get another one or get a charger. Once you get one, you will never, ever, ever be able to live without one. So invest in a good one that won't break, and make sure you don't lose the charger. And don't be like me. Don't be like me. Now, the second category now. This one is the one that's a little bit heftier. I believe that if you're good here and here, you'll be good here. If you go to the gym or you do any workout or you go to your class and you're feeling unworthy, if you're feeling that you don't belong there, if you're feeling that nothing's going to change, You're not going to go. You're not going to enjoy it. You're probably not going to listen to the instructor when they're trying to move your body. You're going to believe that everything you do is a mistake, when in reality, it's their job to make sure that you're not getting hurt. So fixing your mindset is definitely number one when you are within your rest days, to reset not only your body but your mind for the next workout. So let's say Monday's workout was super hard, you felt embarrassed, and you're beating yourself up about it. Okay, afterwards, of course, affirmation, your journal or whatever. Rest days, like really, really take the time to kind of wash the day away. And some ways you can do that is, like I mentioned, journaling. I love to journal. I fell off a little bit because life has been a little bit busier, but I love to journal. I journal through my thoughts. I have prompts. Sometimes people like to use it doesn't just have to be this, but like the Bible app where they'll have what is it called? I'll call it courses for now. I'll look back at what it's called, and it gives you things you can write about or verses or anything where after you read it and then you have to write your thoughts on it. Anything that's guided for you, whether that be spiritually, whether that just be random funny prompts because you just want to get to know yourself better. Journaling helps you get everything out of your brain, because we are animals of like action. We're always in our head and we feel so anxious, and we don't know what to do with all this. I'm like, do something. Don't just think. Write it down. So journaling is a beautiful, beautiful way to write your feelings out and to get any frustrations and anger, insecurities out on paper, and you can really process it. Another thing I love, 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 love to do is to read. It is so much fun to read. Now, I've been getting into a lot of self-help books for the past, 3 years. And I honestly, wait, let me backtrack. It's self-help books, and romance books. No in between. I exclusively read those two genres. Self-help books is for like maybe money or mindset or just a number of things. Romance, fantasy. If there's a vampire in it, I'm buying it. Okay? I love romance books, but you want to get things, whether that be books or podcasts, but it allows you to escape from your reality. Sometimes we're so consumed with what's going on in our lives, our problems, that we don't realize, okay, yes, it's important. Yes, acknowledge it. Don't belittle yourself, but it's kind of small. Small. It's small. You want to make sure that you are listening to other people's lives. You're submerging yourself in other worlds and other people's problems outside of your own. Because sometimes that helps you to recognize, like, hey, I'm gonna be okay. One example of this, oh my goodness, I went to a benefit for the Kentucky Refugee Ministries, and there was this young girl. She was 18 years old. She's up there and she's speaking, and oh my goodness, the way I'm gonna tell this is not gonna do her justice because her story was beautiful, but she had moved about 5 or 6 times, and each time was to a different country. And she had gone through 11 different schools up until the age 18. 11 different schools. She talked about how she constantly had to learn a new language and had to start at like the base level every time she went. Every time she moved somewhere, or I say move, it was circumstances, very unfortunate, sad circumstances for her moves, and she'd have to start all over, and she'd feel behind, and she'd feel like, what's the purpose of this? And she finally got her footing, and she had gone through a lot of things with her family outside of her, and she still found the strength to keep going and to pursue more for herself. And it made me sit there and not to pity her. She's younger than me, but I really looked up to her for her resilience and her strength, and to realize, like, okay, there are there are so many other things in this world that are really awful, and I'm truly blessed and I'm truly grateful. And to hear her story allowed me to step outside of my little bubble that I created, where, oh, everything's it's my world. It's not my world. And it made me feel grounded, and it made me feel better, and it made me want to do more for myself and for the community in general. And again, like I said, this was not out of pity, but out of respect for her, and also to step out and look at my problem and say, hey, girl, chill out. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to segue into be grateful. I don't have a gratitude journal yet. I'm looking around because I have a little notebook that I thought about writing into. But you want to write what you're grateful for. This can kind of go into like journaling, but I know I like to like randomly write what I'm grateful for throughout the day, either in my my app, my phone, or I say it out loud to myself. You want to do this even outside of your rest days, but showing gratitude will get you really, really far in life. You'll be happier. You'll be able to see the goodness in your life. You'll be able to see the goodness in your body and the goodness in your goals. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're not happy now, you won't be happy later when you receive it. You'll still feel sad. You'll still feel unworthy. You'll still feel whatever that negative emotion is. And gratitude is a fast track to feeling good about yourself. Outside of journaling, showing gratitude, and a number of other things, you want to perhaps take the time to meditate. Meditation's great. I'm not the best at meditation. I can't really sit down in silence in my own thoughts. But if you are someone that there's an activity that you like to do, and you know that it allows you to get outside of your mind and to focus in on that and not think about your worries and your problems, do that. That is a form of meditation. One way that I like to do this, and this is also another tip, do crafts on your rest day. Do crafts, do artsy fartsy stuff. But when I do my artsy fartsy stuff, which is collages, I love, love, love collages. Now, sometimes they stress me out a little bit because I just have like so many ideas and I can't wait to put it down. And then I realize my canvas isn't big enough. I always have that problem. Always have that problem. I never have enough pictures to film. But during that time, I'm able to focus on the pictures. I get to see my friends and family, and I make it not only for myself, but for other people as well. Yeah, other people as well. So far, I've only made it for my sister. And again, to show gratitude and to see what I'm grateful for and to relive those experiences. Because oftentimes when I am doing the collages, they're of happy moments, happy experiences, happy trips, happy whatever. And being able to relive it again and say, oh my goodness, I remember what happened right after this picture. I remember where I was. Like, oh my God, I forgot how well we connected. I love her. I wonder how she's doing. Doing collages, and I really am recommending this for you guys, but any artsy fartsy thing that you like, really, really, really is meditation for me, but it's helpful. Get your hands working because, like I said, we're beings of action. We can't always just be in our minds. You need to do something. Get your frustration out, get your happiness out, get any emotion out in a creative, safe, respectful way. I need to say that because I know someone in here is gonna, I don't know, crash out. Okay. Lastly, for this section, I want to recommend calling your friends and your family. A phone call, please, a phone call. I almost said text. I'm not a huge fan of texting. I don't mind it, but phone calls are the best way to go. You are updating people in your life, hearing updates from them. It's good to hear from others. And honestly, be okay. Sorry. Be okay with the idea that maybe these people haven't called you in a while and you're the one reaching out. If you recognize that they're not reciprocating it, then of course, take a step back and you have a number of other people you can call and talk to. But it's nice to, like I said, step outside of your own problems and your own little bubble and submerge yourself with someone else. It's nice to laugh. It's nice to catch up and you feel rejuvenated. You have this newfound confidence and determination to do whatever next task that you have in hand. Now, I'm a little bit of an extrovert, just a little bit. So I like to call someone once a week. It could be the same person. I alternated between friends and family. Once a week, it will do you good. And you may think that's a lot, even if it's a 5-minute call. Hey, I just wanted to say hi and check up on you. That's all. Oh, yeah, like, how's it going? And then you can tell them a little something. They tell you a little something. Well, tell your family I said hi and, I love you. Okay, bye. 5 minutes. You'll feel happier. And honestly, that's like your social, like, you can check off, like, be social on your to-do list. That's your social right there. And do you ever think about how when we were younger, we would see our friends all the time because of school? And whenever you'd work out, it's because you were not whenever you work out, but like let's say you're active, you're playing with friends, or you're in a gym class. If you're doing homework, you're in a classroom or around your siblings, or you're constantly around people. But then as we get into adulthood, we're constantly doing things by ourselves. Even my Pilates class, yes, it's a group class, but I'm going by myself early in the morning. And most people aren't like trying to have like a full-fledged conversation at 6:30 in the morning, the time that I go. When I go to the library to study, I'm there for myself, by myself. My sister may come with me, but maybe she won't. Like, our schedules don't align. And a lot of times, like, my friends, our schedules don't align. Having that phone call once a week gives you alignment, gives you that social that you need, and it makes you feel childlike again. We were always around people, but then now in our adulthood, we're always by ourselves. So it's harder to stay motivated. I used to beat myself up about how I'm not as rigorous as I was in high school when I was constantly surrounded by friends, by teachers, by extracurricular activities, by a number of things. And now I'm doing everything by myself. I don't have that same motivation because there isn't that buffer of human connection. Give that phone call once a week. And I know I said this was the last one, but I actually have another one. Volunteer work. On your rest days, if you volunteer somewhere, it will make you feel really good. And it'll feed your soul, but also help your community. And it's like a, 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Volunteering, like I said, as the same thing as like listening to the podcast or reading a book, helps you get outside of your head and into the real world. And when you volunteer, you're actually moving your body, you're actually doing something. Third time's the charm. We are animals of action. We need to do something. We can't always be in our mind. So overall, for the rest day, physical or mental, or mental, spiritual, all the above, is to get outside of yourself, to rejuvenate yourself, to be slow. When you do your art, be slow with it. When you volunteer, you're not running around picking up heavy boxes and you're on a rush. No, you're slow. You're helping. You're moving things gently. You're talking one on one with, I don't know, the founder or president or owner of the uh, charity. When you're reading, you're laying down, you're sitting, you're slowly turning the page. You're not rushing to get through it because there's nothing due. A rest day is to be slow, is to be intentionally slow. If you have a busy work schedule where you work like a full 40 hours a week, okay, on your rest days, make sure after you get off work, you set time to rest. You can even do 30 minutes, and you're thinking 30 minutes is enough. You say that, but you need those 30 minutes. 30 minutes might do you good. And sleeping is a whole nother kind of rest. You need sleep biologically. Of course, you absolutely need sleep, but the type of rest that I'm talking about, it has to be intentional. Sleep sometimes comes when you're ready to crash or your day's over and you don't want your day to be over. Sleep feels like you're ending the day off and you did nothing. But resting, your day is still here. Your day is still alive. You can do things afterwards. Like reading. After I'm done reading for about 30 minutes, maybe I have more homework I need to do. That's fine. I feel rested. Being rested is not the same as, no. What am I trying to say? Sometimes rest, no. What am I trying to say? If you're tired, oftentimes sleep is not the immediate remedy that you need. There we go. Rest is. Rest and sleep are not the same thing. Okay, there we go. Rest and sleep are not the same thing. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll just sleep on my rest day, you'll feel like you wasted the day. You feel like all you do is work and all you do is work out and all you do is blah, 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 blah. Rest. Okay. Thank you for watching my channel. You guys, we are over halfway through the 100 Days of Pilates. Can you believe it? I remember when I just started this and now we're almost done. I think we'll be finished around December 16th, 15th, between the 12th and the 16th, somewhere around that realm. I can't remember because I know the way I upload videos is different from my actual like workout routine and like how far along I am. But we've come such a far way, and I'm excited to see what the end of it looks like. we can talk about, the benefits of it. And it's exciting. It's exciting. I can't quite remember what our next video is going to be about. I'm kind of doing this in real time. I'm not going to lie. But we're having fun and it's all good. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I love you, and I'll see you not next week, but maybe the week after. Okay. Bye.